Mental status examination is same as like physical examination. In physical examination, we have nurse must check the vital signs like temperature, blood vessels, pulse, respiration, and head to toe examination. In the psychiatric, the clinical examination in psychiatry, in which signs and symptoms of psychiatric disorders are recorded, is known as mental status examination, means MSc. Okay, as we say that mental status examination is an assessment of general motor behavior, thought, emotional functioning, along with evaluation of insight and judgment of the patient present illness. डेफिनेशन मीन्स ऐसा असेसमेंट या फिर इवैल्यूएशन जिसमें हम पेशेंट्स के मोटर रिस्पॉन्स या मोटर बिहेवियर के बारे में इवैल्यूएट करते हैं. थॉट्स रिलेटेड, इमोशनल फंक्शनिंग क्या है, सैड, डिप्रेस्ड, हैप्पी, evaluation of insight, they have know about their disease, and judgment of the patient present illness, judgment of the situation. This is mental status examination. Next is aspects of mental status examination. So we have to learn about component of mental status examination. There are mainly 8 mental status examinations. First one, general appearance and behavior. Then second one is speech. Then third one, mood and affect. Then fourth one is thought. Fifth one is perception. Sixth one is cognitive neuropsychiatric assessment. The seventh one is insight. Eighth one is judgment. So we have to discuss about first one. In general appearance, we have to deal about the patient's physical appearance. Physical appearance, we have to see that height or weight which we recorded. The second one is cleanliness, the patient adequate, inadequate type of cleanliness. And third one is physical experience, physical expressions which mean fearful, pleasant, in which we have to see the patient is fearful, yeah, happy. Fourth one is grooming, in which to see the patient's dress is overdressed, yeah, normally patient is dressed. And fifth one is patient's gait or posture, in which we have to see the patient's manner of walking, like sitting, standing, walking, and lying. Okay, the next one is motor activity. Motor activity, in which we have to see the stupor, tics, and tremor. Stupor means numbness of body, and tics is involuntary movement of the body. Seventh is attitude towards the examiner. Is very important. Cooperative and hostility, the patient is cooperative again in front of the examiner, or hostility which means the patient is unfriendly to the examiner. Then eighth one is level of consciousness, the patient's level of consciousness is fully conscious or drowsy, the drowsy which means laziness. Ninth one, hallucinative behavior, smiling or crying without reason, in which the examiner see the patient suddenly smiling, suddenly crying, which means hallucination. False perception, in which. Okay, then next one is speech. In the speech, we have to see the rate and quantity of speech. The person speech is present or absent at the time of MSc. The patient quantity of speech is rapid or slow, sudden rapid, sudden slow. The second one is volume and tone of speech. The person increase the volume and decrease the volume and tone of speech, in which the at the time of the MSc which have been recorded. And third one is flow and rhythm of speech. Smooth or hesitant, blocking, sudden, circumstantiality, in which MSc we have to learn about also terminologies. Circumstantiality, which means non-direct thinking. Tangentiality, which means unrelated topic, the person suddenly change the topic. Loosening of association, the person lose the association, lose the topic. And vervigration, which means repetition of random words. And flight of idea, the person's ideas are changed one topic to another topic. And fourth one is other, echolalia, Echolalia, which means repetitions of another person's spoken words, in which the persons copy the another person's words. And perseveration, which means the person the person take new word, the person learn the new word. Neologism is also same as. Next one is mood and affect. Mood and affect are most important and both are different. The mood is pervasive feeling tone which is sustained lasts for some length of time. Mood, which means the person prolonged time of mood, which relax, happy, anxious, angry, euphoria, elation, fearful. Euphoria, which means strong feeling of happiness, elation, which means joy. Okay, fearful is fear. Mood means prolonged period of longitudinal fill inside the emotions, in which we have to examiner ask the question about patient. Ask the patient directly how she feels. Stream and form of thought and content of thought. Stream of thought overlap with examination of speech. Flow of ideas are overlapping at the time of examination of speech. Speech is spontaneity, productivity, flight of ideas, poverty. Content of speech, thought block should be mentioned here. इसमें हम पर्सन का देखते हैं कि उसके जो टॉपिक चेंज हो रहे हैं कि नहीं, टॉपिक टू टॉपिक, ठीक है, ये चेंज होता है सडन। वो अपने स्पीच जो होती है उसके कंटेंट ऑफ स्पीच में सडन पॉवर्टी आ जाती है। इसमें हम पर्सन से क्वेश्चन पूछेंगे, डू यू एवर फील दैट योर माइंड इज सडनली वाइप, मतलब उनकी जो वो जब भी कुछ थॉट सोचते सडनली उन्हें ऐसा फील होता है कि मतलब जो हमने सोचा सडनली वो वाइप आउट हो गया। देन सेकंड वन इज कंटेंट ऑफ थॉट, ठीक है, obsession, phobias, delusions, overvalued ideas. Specify the text with examples, which means neologism. We have persecution, grandeur, love, jealousy, guilt. In content of thought, we have to see the person's grandeur. मतलब suddenly the person believe कि I am the prime minister of the India. Jealousy, guilt, sudden love. The person examiner seen. Next one is perception. First one is hallucination. Hallucination, which means the perception wasn't actually there. Auditory, visual, olfactory, gustatory or tactile. What was heard? The person is heard something but wasn't actually there. Second one is illusion, whether visual, auditory or the sensory field, मतलब misinterpretation in. Third one is depersonalization, derealization are the abnormality in the perception of the person's reality. Depersonalization, which means feeling disconnected, abnormalities in the person's reality. The next one is cognitive neuropsychiatric, anxious, angry, euphoria, other words. The second one is affect, which means outward expression of person's current feeling states, in which the cross-sectional external expression of the person's particular point of time. Normal, increase, blunted. How do they appear to you? Examiner questions. Ask the patient, how do they appear to you? The normal, increase, blunted. Next is thought. In this cognitive, first one conscious, then second one is orientation, then third one is attention, then fourth one concentration, and fifth one is memory. In the first one conscious, the examiner seen the patient conscious, confusion, stupor. Second one orientation, asking the question, time, place, person. Third one attention, ask patient to repeat digits forward and backward. Example 56, 66, 76, 86, 96 in backward and forward. And fourth one is concentration, to check the distractibility of the person. Enumerate the name of month or day in the reverse order. Then fifth one is memory. In memory there are three types. First one, immediate retention and recall. The second one is recent memory, and third one is remote memory. Immediate retention recall, in which the use the digit span test to assess the immediate memory. Recent memory, last few days. Recall the last few days, was done yesterday, the day before, what was eaten for breakfast, etc. Remote memory, ask for the date of marriage. Ability to recall experience in distant past, like date of marriage, place of marriage, name and birthday of children, and etc. But remote memory in are two types: long term memory and short term memory. Long term memory, the examiner asks the question, where did you live? Okay. Then short term memory, what did you have for breakfast? Sixth one, intelligence. Ask questions about general information, keeping in mind patient's education, social background, his experience and interest. Like asking the question about general knowledge, the capital of India. Give some questions about multiplication and adding. Then seventh one is abstract thinking. Proverb testing and similarity and difference. In proverb testing, the meaning of simple proverbs like old is gold. Minimum at least 3 words. And B, similarities and difference, like table, chair. The patient difference between the table and chair. Types. First one is complete denial of illness. The person is suddenly refuse about their illness. The second one is slight awareness of being sick and needing help but denying it at the same time. The person having few knowledge about their illness. And third one is awareness of being sick but blaming on other. In the person having knowledge about their sick but blaming on others, family, friends, etc. Fourth one is awareness that illness is due to something unknown in this patient. Patient having knowledge about the illness but something is unknown about their illness. Fifth one, intellectual insight, ability to think logically. The person is think logically about their illness. Sixth one is truth, emotional insight. The person is social. Judgment is the ability to assess a situation correctly and act appropriately within that situation. जजमेंट मतलब किसी को जज करना, ऐसी एबिलिटी जिसमें हम अपने सिचुएशन, अपने कंडीशन के हिसाब से वर्क करते हैं और थिंक करते हैं. फर्स्ट वन इज सोशल जजमेंट. इट इज ऑब्जर्व ड्यूरिंग द हॉस्पिटल स्टे एंड ड्यूरिंग द इंटरव्यू सेशन in the how to measure the person hospital stay and the interview session. Attitude towards social, financial, domestic, ethical problems the examiner can be assessed from the history. And the second one is test judgment. Assess by asking the patient what he would do in certain test situation, like a house on fire, what will you do? To give a situation to person, house on a fire, what will you do? The judgment is rated good, intact, normal or poor, impaired or abnormal. Thank you. I hope you all like my videos. Please make sure subscribe and like the video, and thank you so much to watching my